your wintry neighborhood winter spell. Hope you guys are doing great. I certainly am doing my best to do so. I hope everyone's fantastic. So we're back with another episode of Megaman Starforce Leo. I hope you guys are excited for it. Oh, I did play Jank. No. Let's see if our... Alright, our sound is working. Oh, I have been very tired, but we are ready to get into this. Ready to do this, ready to buy a shirt, ready to do some magic. A lot of things I'm ready to do. Alright, so this is going to lead us into our first incident. So I've explained before, the way that the Mega Man Battle Network and Starforce games work is that you will have different incidents throughout the story where you'll have to go in a certain area, complete certain tasks, and you'll fight the boss. Afterwards, you can fight the boss again at a certain location in, well, for Battle Network, the internet, or for Starforce, the Wave World, and you can get their battle chip or battle card to make yourself stronger and to put in your folder. So, as I said, Starforce works the same way that Battle Network does, and we're about to get into our first incident. Alright, so they're saying a bunch of red things are being destroyed across the town. So in the last episode, we saw Bud Bison invite the Femian Tauros into his heart. So he is going to be the boss of our first incident. So you're noticing a bunch of red things are being destroyed. You'll also know that, bulls are not very fond of the color red. Which is funny, because Tauros himself is red, since he's fire. And I'll say that this is the first actual boss we fight in the game. And it holds a special place in my heart. I love the design of the Taurus's boss form. And as my first boss in the Starforce series, I really liked it. Alright, that's the red stuff. And I do love that Tauros Flame is actually, that's what it's called, Tauros Flame. He's in every single game. Every single Starforce game. And I really appreciate it. What really bad thing's about to happen, Geo? I do like for nighttime, literally all they did was color in the background blue and make the colors just a little bit darker. I do think that's hilarious. Nah, we're going to Vista Point. Yes, you should. Oh no. No! The Prez. I've mentioned before, I really do like how everyone really started out antagonistic towards each other. I mean, Luna was incredibly annoying, Zack was a little weasel, and Bud was a meathead that has shoved his weight around. But I really do like how as this game itself progresses, and as the series progresses, the four of these kids really do become best friends who are willing to risk their lives for each other, and it's honestly really beautiful. Bud especially looks up to Geo as a hero, and I really like that. Luna obviously has a crush on Geo, and Zack just like, dude, you're taller than me, why? I want to be tall. I understand, Zach. I do understand. I was very tiny when I was a kid. Now, I did go from like 4 foot nothing to 6 foot in 3 months. My poor parents, their clothing budget. um, I'm saying a lot today. I just realized that. My brain has been very scrambled. Work takes a lot out of me. And I really need to stream more. I do. And I'm working on it. Just, I get so tired. And I really got to get more of that TikTok going. As a reminder, I do have a TikTok under Winterspell. And I do mostly talk about magic on there. Although I do make other posts about things I find interesting. I repost a lot of cute animal videos because, look, if you show me an otter eating a strawberry, I'm going to show people. That's adorable. It really is. It's Ollie the Otter on TikTok. Adorable. I love otters. I need one. I need one. And I did mention like Pokemon Champions, which I have been enjoying. I chose Snorlax as my starter because, I mean, for those who do not know, Snorlax is one of my absolute favorite Pokemon. It has been for years. And my first playthrough of Leaf Green on the Switch, I did have a Snorlax on my team, which I actually did for a friend of mine. She is very fond of Snorlax herself, and I said, you know what, when I play through this, I'm going to have a Snorlax on my team just for you. She's a fan of Snorlax, just as I am, and it makes me smile to share a favorite Pokemon with people, especially people I care about so much. Okay, Zach, I don't know if that haircut's working for you, brother. We're going to have to get you a mohawk. I want to know what's up with Geo's hair. Like, I get it. We're supposed to know he's the protagonist. But how much gel does that boy use? Like, I can kind of get it when he's Megaman. It just sticks up naturally. But, my boy. That hair, how and why? If you don't go anywhere, why are you styling your hair? I need to know. Ah, well. It's not my business. Honk honk. We meet again. I would like to know how the 5th grade children got a truck and how they're able to drive it. This is really a good question. How come Bud is driving? Because you'll notice he got out of the... you have to remember, the driver's side is switched for Japan. Like many parts of the world, it's on the right side, not the left side like we have. So, Bud is driving. Which makes sense, because Zach can't see can't see probably over the windshield. And Luna is not going to drive herself. That is true. She is not going to drive herself. Especially at this point now, where she is just like extra selfish and stuck up. She does mellow a bit as the story continues, but right now she's at her prime princess. So how is Bud driving? Unless it's an autopilot thing. I also laugh at the design for Tauros, where his energy and armor are. Because the way his snout looks, it does look like a duckbill. So, honestly, he looks a bit more like a demon duck in his profile picture, and I find that hilarious. All right, here it is. Oh, that is not a charming look. Tauros Flame, everyone. I like it's mechanical looking. It's got the jets of flame coming out the back. Now, this is honestly a really cool design for a character, and I really appreciate it. So you can see Tauros Flame right there up top. Man, Geo is a slow walker. But a fast runner. By the way, I am not making it move this fast. It's just auto going. So yeah, it's... Bud is inside the computer of the car, and he is driving. You see, this is what I told them. Putting them computers in that damn cars, it's gonna lead to 5th grade boys turning into fire cow monsters and going inside the computer and driving. That's what I said years ago. I didn't say anything like that. I am lying to you. It's okay. That is a very small truck, too. How are all 3 of those kids fitting in there? I mean, Bud himself takes up a couple of seats. That's a big boy. Meow. Honestly, I feel like this transformation is a very common rider transformation, with Mega, you know, descending. Honestly, very cool. Although I do also like the transformation sequence from the second game, where it's both of them coming from opposite directions, and they got the Star Carrier, which is their terminal in the second game, spinning around before they fused. Honestly, it's cool. In the third game, they don't actually have a real transformation scene. It just goes, transcode Megaman! Because in the third game, all wave changes are registered with the government through the Hunter VGs, that is the terminal for that game. Excuse me. So it just, Geo just kind of, and there he is. Honestly, though, I think the third game is the best game. And the story's pretty good, honestly. I mean, all 3 are incredible. Like, these are great games. And playing through them again, I don't think I'm looking at it through nostalgia glasses. Like, these are still really great games. Well, the third game was just really good. Also, it has one of my favorite characters in it, Ace, who is a member of, I believe, the Satella Police, or the organization just above them. Satella Police are kind of what replaced officials from Battle Network. They're the global police force in this era. You have to remember, this is about 200 years after Land and Megaman. So, things have evolved. Honestly, though, I would laugh. Oop. Oh, I didn't mean to take a screenshot. I didn't know if I did.
I'm ready to fight.
It is interesting as evolved. Especially after being so invested in the Battle Network games. And honestly, no. You know, wonder, maybe Echo Ridge is AC/DC for all we know. For those who forgot, AC/DC is Lan and Megaman's hometown. Because we do know that Geo, just like Lan, lives in Electopia. Which, Electopia, I don't know if it's specifically Japan, or if it's supposed to be Asia itself, but I know Electopia is at least Japan, with like Netopia being Africa, and I believe, oop, not enough. I'm trying to think of the other countries. I think Yumland is supposed to be like probably like India? I just don't know. And Sharo is obviously the Arctic.
Here they come.
I'm also trying to remember like all the different country names, and it's been a little bit. But Electopia and Netopia are the ones that are mentioned the most. Although Higsby has mentioned that he's been to Yumland a lot.
Time to let loose.
Well, okay.
No match for us.
Oh, we're moving. I also love, as the games progress, I love seeing how the wave world evolves as new technology is introduced. Like, for example, going from the first game to the second game, you know, the first game you hit the wave hole and then you have to... you immediately put up to the wave road. In the second game, you use the wave hole and you actually just transform outside the wave hole and you can just walk around on the ground, which is super cool, with different ramps that are going up to different parts of the wave road. Then the third game, you just transform anywhere you want and... excuse me, terribly sorry. You can transform anywhere you want and then use the wave stations to get up to the wave road. It's just super cool. Alright, so I'm going to ride these bulls and then press the buttons as they come up. Okay. In the original game, you'd have to use the stylus.
You won't be getting out of this in one.
Take this!
We deleted them into next week.
So, the first game, their comp spaces really mirror what Battle Network did. The second game takes more of a liberty with that, where you're kind of walking through parts of the real world as well. It's very interesting. But like I said, the first game really does feel close to Battle Network, because it really does follow the same form.
Time to
And then, of course, the second and third game branched out and made it feel like more of their own, which I really did appreciate. Alright, so I need the blue key for that one. Blue key I can probably get over here. Alright. I admit it does mess me up when they do two buttons on the same spot. That always messes me up. 'Cause I think I've already pressed it.
You better prepare yourself.
Take this!
You're done.
All according to plan.
Chess. Alright, blue key. Here we go. Ah, Gatling. It's a good card. Ah, jeez. I was just not prepared that time. Jeez. It's moving a lot faster than usual, I think. Or maybe I'm just out of it. Like, jeez. I got it this time. I got it. I'm only slightly failing. There we go. I do think it was funny it was red, blue, and yellow key. So like a stoplight. Oh no. That is true. That's rude. All right, we got this. I need four Tetra keys. People that have played Battle Network 3 will remember the Tetra keys were what they needed to awaken, I believe it was Alpha? The whole plot of 3. So, cool callback, honestly. Hey. Tetra key A. There we go.
I'm counting on you, Mega.
Andromeda really is a cool battle card.
That's what you get for underestimating me.
Alright, Tetra key B. There we go.
Here we go.
Yum.
Wasn't even a contest.
Alright, see what's in here. Small energy. Okay. Okay. There we go. I'll admit, the bows are a little difficult. Oh, you bum. Jeez. Yeah, I'm doing great. I get messed up once and then I start screwing up all the keys. Oh god. The being so Alright, now it's annoying me just a little bit. Because I pressed the button that time. Oh. Now they're screwing with me. I pressed... now they're annoying me because I'm pressing the button. Okay, come on. Starting to wonder if my controller's having a problem. Because I know I'm pressing the button. Gotta lock in, as the young'uns say. There we go.
You won't be getting out of this.
Go! Have some of this!
You're no match for us.
Oh, defeat an enemy that is on the second row. Okay. Close encounter. I mean, you still picked a 5th grader. Like, dude. I think he's like 11? 10 or 11? Here he comes. Alright, here we go. First boss battle. I am not worried in the slightest.
You're done for.
That is probably why.
We showed them who's number one.
And I got a trophy. Blast off 1. Defeat a raging FME in a truck. Nice. All right. Yes, he did save you. Alright, so this is the first time he's actually called himself Megaman. And these three are the first to actually know him. Honestly, Bud is a sweet kid. Security caused some issues and let Tauros in. But he really does redeem himself, like, honestly. And as the series progresses, I know I keep saying that, but it's also true because you remember this story is being told over 3 different games. He does become one of Geo's strongest allies, and eventually is able to fight alongside him. Ah! That is true. We all feel the need to find a place to fit into. Dropping from the sky, huh? Oh dear. Oh, so that is some serious bags under that man's eyes. Well, I doubt it's an Femian since, you know, our visualizer's not on. How do you not notice the child in the bright red jumpsuit? The fact that Mega can just drag his arm like that's kind of hilarious. And horrifying. Flat pack. So this is Tom Dubious. That's his name. He's an inventor that works for Mr. Boreal at Amican. Which you can kind of tell in his jacket. I haven't lost yet. Alright, so let's head into the wave world. Oh, I guess not. That's annoying. Alright, the help signal. I don't need any spice. Ah. That is funny. Alright, let's see if it'll let me pulse in now.
EM wave change. Geostellar. On the air.
Alright, I'm going to show you where to find Tauros again. Now, originally, they were a bit harder to find because you couldn't see where they were hanging out on the map.
I'm feeling good.
But there is something you can turn on in the settings. EXV2 boss locators enables display. So that means they'll show up in the wave world where you can fight them again. So you won't have to really search for them. You can just look around for them.
Here they come.
Which I appreciate. Because that was pretty annoying in the original games. So as you can see, Tauros is right here. Above this house.
Time to let loose.
So, like I said, just take the wave road around where I just showed you. He's past Luna's house, and he's above the house next to Geo's.
We blasted them into stardust.
All you gotta do is run right into him. So this is the EX form, double the HP. I don't think it's going to be a problem, though.
I'm ready to fight.
You're done for. You're done for. You're no match for us.
S rank. And now we have the Tauros Fire Mega card. So after you beat their EX forms on the Wave Road, if you wander around in that same area, there is a chance of getting them as a random battle. So you can have up to 5 Mega Class cards in your folder, 1 Giga card, and then the rest regular. So after you defeat a boss, you will be able to find, as I said, their sprite in the Wave Road. Battle them again, you can get their card. Like I said, they're random encounters in that same area after you beat the EX form, which will let you get stronger versions of that card. And honestly, sometimes Mega cards are what defines what's going to happen in that battle. So collect as many as you can, because they really are useful, and they really can get you the edge in a battle, and usually have pretty sweeping damage effects, so worth having. Usually post-game, we also have secret bosses, where you can battle them and get the chips for them too. Usually there's a secret area that you can find them in, or some post-game story. For example, Crown Thunder is one of those that you can get. He only appears post-game, and you meet him in the junkyard. And then you battle him in the Wave Road above there. And throughout this game, there's also going to be a couple characters that you'll meet in the overworld, and they'll say, hey, I can wave change too. Meet me here, and we'll fight. Excuse me. So that would be like Cancer Bubble and Wolf Woods, who are joined with Cancer and Wolf, respectively. They are optional battles. They're not part of the story, but they're pretty easy to find, because anytime you see an NPC that isn't using one of these stock options for, sprite, usually they're important. So go talk to everyone that looks different. Like I said, that'd be Chawd Pincer and Damian Wolf. You can find Chawd, or Claude, I think his name is, in the Big Wave card shop after it opens, which I believe is sometime after the second incident. And after, I think, the 4th incident, you can find Damian Wolf outside of the reptile exhibit at the mall. So, like I said, they're optional, but you can fight them, and I do suggest it. Because also, the Cancer Bubble card is really good. Wolfwood's not as good, but Cancer Bubble is absolutely worth it. Alright, so let's help these guys out. I will see if he'll help us. That's also fair. I wouldn't show off my not released invention as well. So let's head over to the guy that is the RC copter. Oh no. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Can of juice. Yeah, let's pulse him.
EM wave change. Geostellar. On the air. I'm ready to fight.
I will admit that using these battle cards does make the game a lot easier.
Pulse in. Let's do this.
We showed them who's number one.
There we go. Got my juice. Alright, so this is also our tutorial on how Navi cards work. So Navi cards are things we'll get throughout the game, which will let us, kind of like HMs in Pokemon, they'll let us get past a certain obstacle. This one will let us fly the chopper. And we'll use these Navi cards during the final mission as well. Alright, so this is kind of cool. We're flying over the city now. Wow, 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 wow. Skadoosh! I think it's fun. Hey, HP memory 10. So also the thing with Navi cards is you can have them talk to you instead of Mega. Like I said, you'll get them throughout the story. Alright, so we're going to get into this next. But that was our first encounter. Our first Navi card and checking out the EX boss. And it really does feel cool battling the stronger versions of you know, the bosses we fight. And I've always loved gathering the battle chips or battle cards for those bosses. because it's like, hey, I beat you and I took your power. It's like the original Mega Man as well. Getting their Mega Chips is like absorbing their power, and I really think that's cool. So do like and subscribe the video if you thought it was cool. We're still trying to reach 500 subscribers by June. Really hoping we can do that. I would love to start getting monetized. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll be back with another episode later. I hope you guys are having a great Friday. Until next time, this has been your wintry neighborhood winter spell. Reminding you guys to stay frosty, and I will see you